clock ticks down to NRL immortality, but in Brisbane's war room, hearts pound as a loyal warrior stares at the axe. Could Cory Paix, the unsung hero of 22 gritty battles, be the sacrificial lamb for Pat Carrigan's triumphant return? One wrong call, and the Broncos' Grand Final dynasty crumbles before it begins. Hit like if you're bleeding maroon and gold, smash subscribe for the rawest NRL pulse. Welcome to Aussie NRL Updates, where legends bleed truth. The sun barely crests the horizon on that fateful Monday morning in late September 2025, and the Broncos' fortress at Red Hill buzzes like a hive under siege. Michael Maguire, the steely coach who's dragged this club from the ashes of despair, paces the carpet worn thin by decisions that forge champions or break souls. Pat Carrigan, the enforcer whose suspension in the prelims felt like ripping out the team's beating heart, has been cleared, his judiciary appeal a masterstroke of legal jiu-jitsu that leaves rivals seething. But glory demands a price. With Carrigan slotting back into the engine room, the bench tightens like a noose. Whispers slither through the corridors. Cory Paix, the hooker who's toiled in the shadows, running dummy half decoys that sparked Reece Walsh's electric tries, might be the one rolled out the back door. 22 games, including that Herculean prelim shift where he didn't touch the ball once but held the line like a colossus. Yet here he stands, jersey in hand, fate dangling by a thread. Cory Paix, the immortal Broncos captain turned pundit, drops the bomb on Sen Radio. Paix is the likely casualty. It's brutal, but footy's a meat grinder. The air thickens with betrayal scent. Fans flood the airways, keyboards ablaze in protest. #SavePaix trends like wildfire across the digital outback. But wait, as Maguire's War Council convenes, a shadow shifts. Is it really Paix's blood on the floor, or does the blade veer toward an unexpected throat? The room falls silent, eyes locked on the whiteboard scrawled with futures. One name erased, and the grand final script rewrites itself in crimson ink. Hold your breath, the selection storm is just brewing, and the thunderclap revelation will echo through Accor Stadium like a thunderbolt from the gods. Yet in the eye of this cyclone, a flicker of hope dances for the underdog. Flash back to Paix's origin tale, a Queenslander forged in the furnace of Rockhampton's relentless heat, where rugby league isn't a game, it's survival. Drafted in 2019, he clawed through the Broncos' youth ranks, a wiry kid with hands like vices and a heart that refused to quit. Remember Game 3 of the 2023 State of Origin? Paix's debut, subbed on with the Maroons gasping, he dummies, shifts, and ignites a comeback that still sends shivers down spines. But 2025? It's been his odyssey of reinvention. Mid-season, with Billy Slater's Blues breathing down necks, Paix steps up as the fill-in hooker, his stealthy service turning Walsh into a ghost on the wing. In the prelims against Penrith, as the Panthers' behemoths, Luai, Cleary, Luai, pummel the line, Paix is the invisible glue, taking the hits that let Carrigan's absence fade into myth. The comeback? 70 points unanswered? Paix's fingerprints are everywhere, in the ruck resets that starved Penrith's oxygen. Now, with Carrigan's clearance, his sin binning in week 1 of finals a ghost exorcised, the puzzle pieces clash. Maguire, the tactician who turned Penrith's scraps into silverware, knows the Storm's Craig Bellamy won't blink. Melbourne's machine, with Munster's sorcery and Grant's granite, awaits like a predator in the mist. Drop Paix, and you risk fracturing the spine. Keep him, and bench blood spills elsewhere. As dawn breaks, Parker's words hang heavy. Hunt could shift, but Paix feels expendable. The kid from Rocky, who'd bleed for the badge, scrolls his phone, teammates' texts of solidarity, fans' anthems of defiance. But then, a knock at the door. Maguire's voice, gravelly with finality. Lads, we've got a curveball. The room erupts in murmurs. Who falls? The answer hits like a late tackle. Surprise, it's not the hooker you think. Deep into the Broncos' lore, this selection saga unfurls like an epic outback yarn, where heroes rise from the dust and villains lurk in boardroom shadows. Enter Ben Talty, the mid-season magician plucked from the Warriors' wilderness, a 26-year-old prop with the ferocity of a dingo on the hunt. Recruited in a hush-hush deal that raised eyebrows, Brisbane's desperation play after injuries gutted the pack, Talty explodes onto the scene. 8 games, each a testament to grit, pancaking tackles onto offloads that carve defences like a hot knife through butter. In the prelims, he's the bench beast, subbing on at the 45-minute mark, his 120-kilo frame a battering ram that flattens Penrith's momentum. Fans dub him the import, chants echoing from Suncorp's rafters. But here's the gut punch. Talty's fire, once Brisbane's secret weapon, now fuels his own funeral pyre. With Carrigan's return, The lock's 200+ metres per game, his offload's poetry in motion, the forward rotation calcifies. Kobe Heathericto, the evergreen warrior, locks his spot. Corey Oates' back row versatility seals another. Paix. He stays. His utility